denied. The inscription remained, Jesus, the King of the Jews. Translated into the three most common languages of the world at that time. By writing those words on the cross of Jesus, Pilate unintentionally became the first Roman evangelist. Because what he wrote on the cross is confirmed by the Scriptures. John doesn't want his readers to miss that. Jesus isn't just the King of the Jews. He's the eternal King from the line of David that God promised back in 2 Samuel 7, whose coming was anticipated throughout the prophetic books of the Old Testament. And remember, in the minds of the Jewish people, they expected this Davidic king would come and conquer the Romans, not come and be crucified by them. So here's John. He's making the case. This Jesus is that long-expected king. And so in verses 19 through 30, he provides these details of the crucifixion of Jesus. And as he does, he's telling his readers, this is him. Pilate wrote it. He said King of the Jews, and he was right. Jesus is the Davidic king that's promised. I want to show that to you, starting with the inscription in verses 19 through 22, translated into multiple languages for all to read. Let me share with you the words of the prophet Isaiah from Isaiah chapter 11. Listen to what Isaiah prophesied hundreds of years before the events of Calvary. Here's a sampling of what he wrote. Prophet Isaiah said, "There shall come forth a shoot from the stump of Jesse," that is from the line of David, "and the Spirit of the Lord shall rest on him, and he will stand as a signal or a banner for the peoples. Of him the nations shall inquire, and in that day the Lord will extend his hand and redeem his people. He will raise a signal for the nations, and the Lord will redeem a people for himself." Didn't Jesus say something similar back in John chapter 12? John chapter 12, verse 32, the Apostle John records Jesus as saying, "And I, when I am lifted up from the earth, will draw all people to myself. I will be a banner and a signal for the nations that declares that redemption is found in me." So here's Jesus, John 19. A man born into the line of David, born in the city of David, who had demonstrated the power of the Spirit in him through his teaching and through the many signs that he had performed. Now lifted up with an inscription reading like the banner to the nations, declaring him to be that righteous root of Jesse who would bring rest and redemption to his people.